Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Armor Girls project Musashi Kai. This is from Kantai Collection, or short as Colle. Either you've played the game or you watched the animation series, which that one I particularly did, or got introduced into this. And she looks amazing. I believe she is the same class as Yamato. All that huge battleship, those turrets, amazing. Here's the box. I got mine from Tato Hobby as a special order. I'll provide the link down below if you are interested in getting basically any particular Tamashii products, and they have some other things listed on their web store, but this particular one I did a special order. And here we go on the back. Gives you a little bit more details on the gimmicks. Basically the battleship is very articulate and you get different faces as well as hands, which we'll check out inside. Just want to just go over the box here. And it's basically your typical box for a GP. It's not windowed. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright, inside we got quite a bit. We have Musashi Kai on the right here, along with her accessories, different faces, different hands, as well as her eyeglasses. And you have the stand for her. Otherwise, you have the battleship accessories and all that gizmos and contraption all on the left side there. Alright, and let's start building this. Alright, we got the two girls here. You got Musashi on the left, Yamato on the right, and let's do some comparison. So at first I thought we were gonna have the same design, but for the most part they are. But there are a little bit of differences. So let me put Yamato on her side here, as well as Musashi. So we are getting the same main guns right here. You can have the same articulation. Each one you can move, and you can swivel this, and as well as turn this huge thing up like so, which are great. And I think something that's lacking on Figma, I kind of wish they have this swivel point that you can move the guns upward like this. But I guess you can turn it on the side here as well. You're gonna have the same kind of like a smaller turret right here, and the difference is Yamato has one on the side as well. Musashi does not, but you get these really small ones. This might be anti-air. I would assume that the smaller ones will be for that use, but these are really nice. They're only a swivel. You cannot move the barrels individually. So let's take a closer look at that. Yep. So you can move these little guys here. Yeah. But again, you get the barrels here on the small one, but you cannot move the ones in here for here. All right. Let's zoom out again, and it will be the same for the other side as well. And I think for the most part, their design of the battleship are symmetrical. Moving on the back, Yamato has this big one here. You don't have that, but you do have these little small ones again. This one is not detailed as the ones on the front side, but you do have a swivel point. Same thing with the barrel, you cannot move them. Yeah, it's just little ones. Also, another thing I've noticed, see if I can do this. This part here on Musashi is actually quite long. So it's actually pushed a little bit in front as opposed to Yamato. Yamato is more in the middle. Yeah. Something that I've noticed. Likewise, I've also noticed that there's an extra, well, for Musashi, you have this medium-sized one on the side. Well, almost as big as this one, but it's slightly smaller. And just take a closer look on that one, and I think it's inherent. You're gonna have this problem with this as I move this out of the way. Gravity will take over, although this on this other side doesn't have that much problem, but it will go down. Yeah, it is heavy. That joint there is just plastic on plastic. I tried taking it out, And I want to apply some hobby cement or some clear nail polish just to tighten that joint. Unfortunately, I don't want to break it. And I tried as much as I can to the point that, you know what, maybe it's not worth it. I don't want to break it. And yeah, it just won't budge. Although they do give you the stand. I mean, the instruction, they tell us to add a stand, which are kind of like the Figma ones, or just for a regular figure. And to connect it here, you have one on each side, and this to help support this hull up. If you choose to have it in the open mode. Otherwise, Musashi has an extra turret here. Yeah, it's a little smaller than the big ones. It does have a swivel, individually moving barrels, which are great, and it's just mounted on the side here. So it's actually kind of interesting that they have a different design, and it's great. It'll be a little lackluster if you have the same ship, just different girls. And at that point, might as well sell the ships separately. But yeah, that's looking great. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it for the ship. I mean, in terms of articulation, you do have this joint. You can open it up. You already covered this part here. And I think that's pretty much it. There is an instruction somewhere here. Which, this is a configuration that I'm using, which allows it to swing out. This configuration does not let you do that. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a little bit stronger, but considering from this, it's gonna fall down as well. But there's another option to put that. But this doesn't allow you to swing out. It's just mostly for the front. Yeah. I like the configuration A more. Alright, we got Musashi here. And this kind of goes along with most AGP. From afar, probably 2 feet away from the figure, you won't notice them. But as you get closer, you'll start. Especially the hair. The hair is not crisp. You'll see extra molds. And let's see if I can capture that in camera. There's like an extra piece right there. Yeah, you'll see the mold lines. Like in that segment here and there. The back, it's okay. But that's just very, or being very nitpicky. Otherwise, in terms of paint app, the white looks great. The torpedoes, the leggings could be a little better. That underside there could have been better. And yeah, again, a little being nitpicky. But otherwise, you know, she's great. And also interesting that she has double bangs. So when you take this out, they give you quite a bit of a, well, give you 2 extra glasses, which is on the runner. You have to remove that, and another separate front piece here. It's kind of interesting how they've designed this. I'm not gonna show that. I'm probably just gonna leave that in the box. I'm probably happy with just using this hair here. I might swap out some of the head or the face in a bit. There we go. Neck articulation. You got this hair here. They're not, well, actually they are in a ball joint. I thought they're not. So you can move that out of the way, which is great. Yep. It's a bit limited. She cannot look up because of her hair mold, but she can look down. This jacket thing, free floating, it is pegged in on the back, right there. I guess you can move it up, but it is connected in the front there. Get the arm articulation, elbow, wrist. I don't think there's any forearm swivel. There is not. You got the torso here. Waist. I don't think there's much waist there. Then you have the legs. You get the knee, and you have the ankle. Kind of like your basic articulation. It's not the best, but not the worst. Yep. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. There's not really much. I mean, you also get this thing, which is just connected or molded in. You got this flexible plastic here. Kind of feels like rubber. And goes here as well. Now I'm kind of worried how that thing is connected. It feels like it's gonna break off. If it does, I may have to swap it with, or might as well just pin it. Yep. Maybe put some actual chain there. Alright, actually, I'll take a closer look at the hair here, and I guess the glasses can be mounted on top, kind of like you put on your forehead where you're not using it. But it's in this runner, and I kind of don't want to remove this because it'll be a little harder to stash it away when things are just moving about. But they do give you two, and just looking at the design, this one is more squared. This one, it's a little bit inclined from the looks of it. Yeah, this one is a little bit more inclined than the straight ones. Right, let me swap some faces. So we have just the neutral face here. You have one where she's kind of like crying or sad. Then you have one where she's kind of, what's that word? Worried. There you go. And you have the angry one. Yep. And that's what we're going for. Angry or has the spirit to fight on. Just put it on there, and let's put this back here. And there we go. A lot better. There's a variety of hands, and ranging from the closed fist, the hand to hold weapons, the open hand, and among other things. Actually, what is that one right there? I kind of went over it in the beginning of the review. To be honest, I am not gonna go use all of them. I mean, it gives you a variety. This one, I'm not too sure. Looks like feels like they should have put a cigarette there, like she's smoking. Yeah, it's just weird. And same thing with this kind of hand here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what those are for. Although we do have this one, which she's holding one of the torpedoes. Yep. So I'll probably use this one. This one is particularly only for the left. Yeah, they don't give you one for the right. And they do have a really small ball joint there. And I'll probably just imitate the pose on the box art. Huh. Alright, let's try that again. And there we go. Yeah, from this angle it's not too bad, but when you're looking on here, yeah, it's could have been done a little bit better in terms of the paint out, but yeah, not too bad. And again, from afar, we're not going to be able to see that little issues. But yeah, she looks great, and I'll probably just keep it in this pose. Other than that, I just want to just show you. We have the base here. This is the arm. Here's the thing that goes on the waist, and you do have a pair of those, as well as the T. And you know, just to grab on the back of her waist. And there's this part here which I'm not too sure what it's for. I mean, it does connect on the back side here, and you do have this connection point for this. But if you're gonna connect it on this T right here, yeah, it doesn't seem. Yeah. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe just an extra thing if you want to store something on her back and use this too. Yeah, or it could be for something else. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting they give you this connector part. And that pretty much wraps up the review for Musashi Kai. Overall, she's a great figure, but there are a couple of things which I've addressed on this review that could have been better. But definitely the QC issues has gone down, and I think it's just a limited batch with what happened to Yamato, just the initial run. Because I've asked a friend, theirs wasn't that as bad as mine. Yep, sometimes just the luck of the draw. Anyways, again, I got this from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you are interested. And in terms of collecting more of this AGP, I'll probably still continue. I want to get Kongo, and I think she's coming up soon. Now, with this line, the anime just ended, or actually ended, for several months now. So the hype is slowly going down, and hopefully they go for the second season of the anime and the hype goes up again. To see more characters, or see the Kai versions of the first, or maybe they just introduce a different set of characters. We'll see. Anyways, that's about it for the review. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to my best to answer that for you. And I think that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.